The imperative for everyone, 3 points on opening day.
Well, Peter, both of these teams will take to the pitch with a three-point focus. Ambition is fresh and strong, and each will want to go deep into the competition, so neither will be looking to come out of this with a flawed game plan. This has to be assured and close to their best.
So off we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, the explosive Ousmane Dembele is a very interesting player. Praised by many for his game-changing qualities, his showboating and confidence is...
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. And he's managed to get rid. And that's a throw-in. Oh, such a clever touch. Ream getting this one clear. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Rabiot, Dembele, and here's Rabiot.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Dembele, now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Tries to get it clear. Now then, the ball's come loose. Musa. Ream. Looks to the other side. De La Torre, looking for options for movement. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Konate. And Koundé. Konate. And it's Rabiot. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Saliba. And Zaire Emery. And it's Rabiot. Saliba. Shifted upfield. Camavinga. Defending of the desperate variety. Played into the middle. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking for the runner. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Koundé, and here's Dembele. Out towards the flank. This is promising, and that's aimed into the middle.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Hernandez with the delivery. That'll be a throw-in. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. They've played it short. Nice control. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. The United States can start a counter here. Musa. And where? Musa. Forwards and with intent. Camavinga. Zaire Emery. Adams. And Richards. And Ream. Adams. And Ream. McKennie. He's fizzed it forward. Where? Stood up well to him there. Pinches it off him. De La Torre. Balogun! Worth a try, but not this time.
Well, I think his mind was made up the way that ball arrived, and I certainly admire his willingness to hit the volley.
Rabiot. And it's Rabiot. Hernandez is onto it in a flash. Zaire Emery, and he's had a hit! Decent enough try.
Zaire Emery usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Balogun. And he has been fouled there.
The United States seem ready to just bide their time for the moment. Patience seems to be the operative word. Balogun, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
The referee's awarded a free kick. De La Torre. The United States going wide appreciably more than they had been.
Yeah, they're just making more of the increased time on the ball there and asking some interesting questions too, whether it's bringing someone into play or drifting inside. Good movement.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Hernandez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
De La Torre with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Traumeri. Rabiot. Lovely feet. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. It's bounced back off the post. McKennie. And Richards. He's had it taken off him. Rabiot. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Zaire Emery. Chouameni. He's had a hit! Climbs up big! He's missed, but not by that far.
Camavinga certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Zaire Emery. Gently done. Hernandez is herring after that one. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Robinson. So, Jim, what are you thinking? De La Torre. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Hernandez. Hernandez. That's good play. Clears it away. And that's a... Mbappe! No, not quite.
Mbappe reacted so well to bring that ball under control. Looked easy too.
Chouameni. And Zaire Emery. Spread out to the left. Hernandez. Camavinga with the cross.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Nice physical challenge. Now, what about a counter-attack? He's shifting through the gears here. Dembele. Oh, it's Dembele. Chouameni. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Whistle's gone, that's foul. he's gone direct. Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Camavinga. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? McKennie. And it's played forward. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Hernandez. And Zaire Emery. Konate. McKennie. Where? Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Adams. Over to the left. Hit into the middle. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, that's neat. Musa. Ream. Well, that is one way to stop him. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He's in a great big chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Musa actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Adams. Rabiot. Hernandez. Koundé. And now the breakaway. Fiddles it through. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Ream. And Robinson. De La Torre. Here's McKennie. Balogun. Played out to the left flank. Robinson. De La Torre in acres of space out wide. Dembele gets it away. Richards.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
McKennie. Aimed in towards the centre. Danger averted for now. McKennie. Yeah, He's fouled him there. Richards. Aim forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Where? Konate. And Koundé. Saliba. And Konate. And it's Rabiot. And it's gone back to the keeper. Richards.
France have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, that's nice. Shot a goal! No, not this time.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Saliba. Camavinga. Now Mbappe. Camavinga. Very nicely done. Now it's Mbappe. Hernandez. Rabiot. Traoré. Mbappe. And through to the goalkeeper. And that has left him in a heap. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rabiot. And it's Dembele. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Oh, that is a nice touch. Musa. Where? Chouameni. That's good running with the ball. De La Torre. Massive leap! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Balogun really isn't happy with himself after that, having done so well to get on the end of it too.
Zaire Emery. Now Saliba. Chouameni. Oh, can he get onto this? And Zaire Emery. And here's Dembele. Where?
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
There will be a throw-in. Oh, it's come loose. Musa. Oh, sweet feet. He's in here, can he finish? Goal! The United States! And it's the United States who go in front. Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously. So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Musa. And Robinson.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Adams. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Too much elaboration and not enough penetration. No damage likely.
Forward it goes. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Robinson. McKennie. There's the delivery. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Out of play for a throw. Robinson. It'll be a throw-in. Dembele. Chouameni. And Zaire Emery. Hernandez. It's a throw-in. De La Torre. McKennie. Ball played for Musa. Richards. Here's Adams. Konate. And it's Dembele. Hernandez. Where? Musa. Musa. And he's away. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. Can he get away here? He's found the way through. Ream did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Can he latch on to this? He is through here. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Nicked it back promptly. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He's a sharp little ball here. Rabiot. Camavinga. Hernandez. And he's lost his man here. Mbappe! He's scored! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. France grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Well, the counter could be on here. Rabiot. Ball played for Dembele. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Balogun. Here's Adams. Mbappe. Dembele. De La Torre. And he's had it nicked away. Mbappe. Now that's well seen too. McKennie. Robinson. He's in plenty of space here. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
It's been a really good watch, but I think the managers will be looking for that extra bit of organisation and focus now, just to try and get a little control on this game.
It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each. Already up and running for the second half. Richards. McKennie. Out to the left it goes. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Zaire Emery. And Konate. Zaire Emery. And Konate. Chouameni. McKennie. Where? Camavinga. Hernandez. Saliba. And it's Rabiot. It's just beyond his reach. Zaire Emery. Chouameni. And it's Rabiot. And he cuts out the supply. Musa. Moved on forwards. He's had a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Zaire Emery. To Rabiot. Camavinga. A real chance if he can get through. Hernandez. That's the throw. Chouameni. Zaire Emery. Chance to finish. No, he's missed it.
It was very much worth a try, and I've seen worse. That should tee him up nicely for his next attempt at least.
Musa. Here's McKennie. Musa. Where? And that was very necessary. Ream gets it back. And Richards. Gets his pass away. Saliba. Zaire Emery. It's Camavinga. Ream. Adams. Ball played for Musa. Hernandez cuts it out. The fullback is in acres of space here. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And that has been cleared. McKennie. Played out wide. And he's there to clear it. McKennie. That's very neat. McKennie. Musa. Just eases him off the ball. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Zaire Emery, looking here to chip it through. Dembele, and the flag has stayed down. He's got the shot away! And it's been taken short. Cleared away. The United States can counter promptly here. Stood up well to him there. Balogun. He's got away. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Balogun. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Pinches it off him. Kamavinga. Now Saliba. Rabiot. Hernandez chasing after it. France get it back again. And Konate. Here's Chouameni. And it's Rabiot. Shifted upfield. Dembele. It's gone for a throw-in. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. And he's managed to gift it back. Turns back here, probably the best option. Forwards and with intent. Where? Hernandez, too strong for his opponent there. Rabiot. Now Saliba. Kamavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's a key interception. Adams. And he's forced to go back. And Robinson. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Dembele. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. McKennie. No, that's been intercepted. Zaire Emery. Almost an hour gone. Konate. And Koundé. Konate. And it's Rabiot. Here's Chouameni. Hernandez. Now it's Mbappe. Here's Chouameni. Kamavinga. Hernandez. It's gone out for a throw-in. He's having a go! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Adams. Forward it goes. Interesting ball. De La Torre. Zaire Emery. And it's Rabiot. All played for Dembele. Out towards the flank. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Dembele. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. That has been knocked clear. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. And here's Dembele. Passes short and sharp. Zaire Emery. Camavinga. He is just caressing the ball. Camavinga. And it's hoisted clear. It's a good spell of possession, this. Over to the left. Crossed into the box. Defending of the desperate variety. Crossed in once more. And he's there to clear it. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Now, who's going to be first to this? Hernandez, who does have an assist to his name. Saliba. And Zaire Emery. That is lovely. And Koundé. Zaire Emery. And here's Dembele. Well, that is one way to stop him. Out for a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Where? Hernandez, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Played out to the left flank. And that has been cleared. Ball's gone out of play. Musa. McKennie. Oh, strongly challenged there. Mbappe. It's Camavinga. Saliba. And Zaire Emery. Adams. Richards. De La Torre. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Saliba. And Konate. Rabiot. Aim forwards. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Where? McKennie. Hoisted in. And the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Balogun really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
The United States are making a change now. Not a lot we need to say about that. McKennie. Cross touch goes in there.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, nice touch. Now here's the delivery. Camavinga. Now it's Camavinga. Traumeri. France looking to pass their way through. Where? Balogun. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Gets a good foot in there. Balogun. Ball played for Musa. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And that has been knocked clear. Where?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Zaire Emery. Where? Balogun! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Balogun controlled that with such ease and really ought to have followed it up with a goal.
Camavinga. Hernandez is herring after that one. Zaire Emery. Plays it in low. It's Dembele!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Traumeri, and it's played forward. Spread out to the left. Ball swung in.
France showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Played into space out wide. Oh, lovely bit of skill. It's run loose here. Hernandez herring after the ball here. And he's heaved it away.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now it's Camavinga. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And no surprise, that's a booking.
The United States merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
He's in a good... There's the hit! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's pulled back. Now, the... Musa! And it's hoisted clear. Good spot, he's seen the run. Reina. That's tidy. McKennie. Oh, it's played into the area. That's not going far.
The United States, well, if they're looking to win this, they're certainly going about things the right way.
Balogun. Great defending, strong and determined. Chouameni. And it's been taken straight back. And he's managed to get free. Now it's Reina. Zaire Emery. Mbappe. Robinson is there to clear. Up to meet it! Goal! France! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
France take the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Zaire Emery. Out to the right.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and
Has a goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
France clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Gently done. The United States have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Dembele. Konate. And Zaire Emery. Klaus. And it's Dembele. Here's Chouameni. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Well, they've got it again. Now it's Reina. Robinson. Showing good feet. Out to the left it goes. Aronson. Purring through the gears.
The United States need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Oh, it's Dembele. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Where? Played back in. Shapes to shoot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Reina. Where? And the ball's a good one here. The United States could have here their final chance. Ream plays it short. Aronson. Real chance! Where? Sticks it away! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! Mignon, some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
All square again into the dying minutes. Rabiot.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Hernandez. Threads one in. Can he get onto this? Throw it. That's going to go a long way. Another throw-in. Zaire Emery. Caught offside that time.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Aronson. Interesting ball.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
He's made good progress from a deep position. He has found the way through. Oh, he's found some space here. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Camavinga. Hernandez. It's Camavinga. Picked out brilliantly. Over to the left. Tries a shot! That's a half-decent try.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
France are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Dembele. Mbappe. It's a loose ball. And the referee brings it to a close.